I know it's the 4th of July in the US, and I want to wish everyone a happy 4th of July, especially all the viewers from the US. Guys, it really helped the channel if you could like, subscribe, share the content, and also comment. And it will really help with the YouTube algorithm, and it really help boost the viewership and give me a lot of encouragement for the channel. So I wanted to use the occasion today to launch what I'm calling the Project 1 million. And basically what I want to do is I want to grow my account from my current value, which is about 153,000, to 1 million in about 10 years. This is not my original idea. I got this idea from a writer on Seeking Alpha actually. So back in November 9, 2015, this writer called Financial Integrator launched the 1 million project uh, with his own capital. So he started with a base of about 217,000, and he wants to attain an annual return rate of about 15%. And so far he's been doing quite well actually. The other thing I found interesting was that he actually started as a dividend investor, but now he wants to move into more high quality wide more stocks. And that's sort of kind of approach that I also have in terms of my investing. If you're interested to know more about the holdings he has, you can look at this update, which is on June 4, 2019, and you can see some of the holdings he has here. So very high quality companies. I own some of these companies as well, and you can also see that his capital has risen now to about 469,000 plus. So very good results for him. So how do I intend to achieve this goal of 1 million in 10 years? Well, the simple answer is compound interest. So this is a money chimp calculator. So basically you put in the figures. I have about a current principal of about 150,000. I know it's 153, but I expect the market to pull back a little in the next few days or so. And I'm going to add about $1,000 every month or every year, roughly on average. And then I'm going to let it grow for 10 years. And now this is the tricky part. We have to achieve an annual return rate of about 16.6%. And boom, you see the magic, and it becomes 1 million in about 10 years. So it's all about compound interest. And it may not seem as difficult as it is, because one of the other funds I follow, Fundsmith, and you can see some of the information here. You will notice now they are about 18.3 billion, right? And these are some of the holdings they have, and I compare the performance of my portfolio against Fundsmith every month as well. So what I wanted to show you was that actually what they have achieved is about 19.22% per annum ever since they started. And when did they start? Well, they started in November 2010, so almost coming close to 9 years now, and they have achieved that kind of return. And I think it's possible. I know Terry Smith is a very good portfolio manager, but I think the companies and the logic, are sound. Basically, you want to invest in high quality companies for the long term. And there isn't much turnover in his companies. And in fact, I think he's been owning Microsoft and PayPal for a very long time. I think in my last video I said they did about 25% year to date. They actually done 23%. So this chart was not working on the day I did my half year report. So we're actually beating Fundsmith for the year. So you can see that this was their very first report in November 2010. And in November 2010, they started with only 39 million, and now they've grown to over 18 billion. And then in their very first month, they only did 1.97%. So, small steps towards a very big goal. And the other fund I use in my monthly comparison is the Berkshire Focus Fund. And you can see over 10 years, they have done about 24%. So they've done even better. And they've also beat all the market indexes. And also, they invest in quite high quality companies and some common names as well that even you and I can invest in. Facebook, Amazon, which I own as well, and Alphabet, and a few other companies here. And it's not just the fund managers that have been doing so well over the last 10 years. It's the ETFs that also been doing very well. So again, I use the VJT ETF in my monthly comparison. And you can see over the last 10 years, The VGT ETF has done about 18.63% as well. And even the IGM ETF, which is the Expanded Tech Sector ETF, and that too has done about 20.25% over the last 10 years. So it's not unachievable. If the ETF can do that and do nothing passive ETF, I'm sure we can do it with effort and proper research. So how do we intend to achieve this result and get to that goal of 1 million in 10 years? Well, so the basic principle is to invest in very high quality companies. There's not going to be much portfolio turnover. I'm not going to be buying and selling stocks on a daily basis. I'm going to invest in very high quality companies for the long term. I did mention how the ETFs have done so well, and if I feel that if I'm getting better value through an ETF, I also might devote some portion of the portfolio to the ETF. Along the way, we're going to learn from the masters. I mentioned the Seeking Alpha writer, I mentioned Fundsmith, Berkshire, and there are a lot of other good writers and investment experts out there as well. We're going to look at what they are holding, we're going to read, we're going to do our research, we're going to stand on the shoulders of giants along the way. I know the last 10 years has been a very strong bull market, but I mean, who's not to say that the next 10 years won't be as strong? It's very hard to time the market, so I think the good approach is to be optimistic, to invest in quality companies, make rational decisions, and I think we'll be able to achieve our results even over the next 10 years. A lot will happen over the next 10 years, and I don't know whether these companies will still be the same companies that we'll have at the end of 10 years. But I'm sure at the end of 10 years, we'll also be investing rationally, we'll be investing in high quality companies. So thank you for watching this video and being part of this launch of the Project 1 Million. I hope you and I can achieve our financial goals, and if after 10 years we are still watching each other's videos and we're still commenting and sharing our learnings along the way, that would be great. Happy 4th of July again to all my US viewers, and thank you for watching.